In this film, we will show you how to replace the Bilstein B4 air suspension module on the rear axle of the Porsche Cayenne 958. Please adhere strictly to the instructions shown in the film. Air suspension modules should always be replaced in pairs. It is imperative to heed the manufacturer's specifications regarding the renewal of screws and self-locking nuts, as well as the prescribed tightening torque. When replacing air suspension modules, it is imperative to use the vehicle manufacturer's tools and equipment. Air suspension modules are left and right-hand parts. Check the association of parts prior to installation. Take the air suspension module out of its packaging and check it prior to installation. Please refer to the provided installation instructions and check the expiration date. Measure the length of the Bilstein air suspension module and compare it with the minimum length specified in the installation instructions. Prior to removal of the air suspension module, vehicle height is measured and recorded from wheel hub center to the bottom edge of the front fender. Attention, this is possible only when the air suspension module is not destroyed. Deactivate the leveling control system. The vehicle is in the car jack mode. Lift the vehicle using the lifting platform support points specified by the manufacturer. Thoroughly check all suspension components for damage. Pay attention especially to the suspension bearings. Attach the diagnostic device and establish the connection. Completely bleed the air suspension module with the help of the diagnostic device. Switch off the ignition. Always remove the ignition key when working on the air suspension module. Lower the vehicle to the working height and remove the trunk compartment floor and the cushions below it. Dismantle the trunk compartment side rail. Remove the wheels. Disconnect the electronic cable connector on the air suspension module and check the cable and connector for possible damage. Always wear the necessary protective equipment when working on the compressed air system. Clean the pressure line connection above the air suspension module. Carefully loosen the pressure line until you hear the sound of effusing air and wait until the residual pressure has dropped completely. Then remove the pressure line connector fully and seal it. Ensure that you do not bend, twist, nor squeeze the pressure line. Remove the lower fixing bolt on the air suspension module. Secure the air suspension module against falling out and then remove the upper fixture. The air suspension module can now be removed downwards. The installation of the new air suspension module is analogous to the removal in reverse order. Attention! Tighten all articulated suspension relevant screw connections on bearings only in the construction state KO position. Remove the electronic cable bracket on the old air suspension module and fix it on the new module. Install the new air suspension module. First, install the upper fixing bolts and then the lower bolt. It is imperative to heed the manufacturer's instructions regarding the renewal of screws and self-locking nuts, as well as the required tightening torque. Loosen the locking screw on the pressure line connection of the air suspension module and remove it carefully. Replace the screw and the cutting ring on the vehicle's pressure line. Pay attention to the correct alignment of the cutting ring. Mount the pressure line on the air suspension module. During installation, heed the manufacturer's instructions regarding the torque. Ensure that you do not bend, twist, nor squeeze the pressure line. Connect the electrical supply cable connector to the air suspension module. Attention! Never lower the vehicle from the lifting platform with a depressurized air suspension module. Attach the diagnostic device and establish the connection. Fill the air suspension module via the diagnostic device according to manufacturer's specifications. Check the pressure line connection for leakage. The leak tightness of the entire system must be guaranteed. Attach the wheels professionally. Lower the vehicle down to the first ground contact of the wheels and then start the engine. Deactivate the car jack mode. Let the engine run for at least 2 minutes and then lower the vehicle with the engine running to the previously measured level or to the series standard height. Activate the vehicle's lifting mode. Wait until the vehicle independently lifts up from the lifting platform. Only then is it allowed to fully lower the lifting platform. Install the side rail, the cushion system, and the floor in the trunk compartment. Fasten the screw connections in the bearings in the construction state, KO position, according to the manufacturer's instructions. Always align the axles after working on suspension parts.
Bilstein. Drive the legend.